And welcome back to the live video feed from the 2025 Canberra World Boccia Challenger. I'm Phil Bates, and with me, Amanda Leeson.
Hi, Phil.
Welcome, Amanda. You've been on quite a bit today. This is my first game.
Oh, my second home.
I feel like I've been bludging just a little bit.
Oh, I think you have.
Now we've got a BC3 male game coming up. Just lock my wheelchair into position so that I don't end up on the court. Okay, we've got Yu-Hsiang Lin from Chinese Taipei and Max Wymer from New Zealand. The referee there just having a bit of a chat to everybody. Just making sure everything's okay. The referee's Blaney from Australia.
She's just currently checking a bit of the equipment there. You can see she's running a piece of paper, just making sure that the ramps aren't touching the ground.
You've been there, done that, haven't you, Amanda? Spent many times as a BC3 ramp assistant.
Certainly have.
Ramp operator, we call them now, don't we?
Still not used to that term.
Yes, with Jameson Leeson, your daughter, and you were originally the ramp operator for her, and spent many times staring at the back wall, wondering what was going on behind you.
Yeah, did it for the first 5 years, so know it quite well.
Here in front of us we can see in box number 3 to the right is Max Wymer from New Zealand, and you can see he's just chosen to wear a patch over his left eye that sometimes helps with aiming the ramp. And in the next box is Lin from Chinese Taipei. There would have been a coin toss in the call room, and whoever won the coin toss would choose whether to play red or blue balls. And I think usually, Amanda, red is the choice. If you want to get your first score up on the board, or maybe you choose blue because you want to see what your opponent's going to play.
Exactly. Yeah, seems to be the case. Most people tend to choose red. Very occasionally, someone likes to have the last shot with their jack. So if you've got to chase points, you go blue.
Yep. So there's no good or bad. Nothing's right and nothing's wrong. It's what you need to do.
Exactly. Yep. They both get to play their jack twice to their preferred length. So.
And it looks like their preferred length there from the warm-up is pretty much similar for both.
It is very similar position on the court as well, by the look of it here.
Yeah.
So I think Max, I'm trying to remember, yesterday we had Max on court 1 here.
Right.
May have also played red. So he may have the advantage here of
knowing the court.
Yeah.
Because, as I think we probably discussed with Ken Halliday yesterday, the tiniest irregularity in the court really is something that ramp players need to be aware of, BC3s, isn't it? Because they're rolling the ball along the court rather than throwing it like we sort of chuckers do.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why a lot of them will tend to go shorter, because there's less room for error for their balls not to roll straight. Yeah, but with these courts are pretty good, so I don't think there's much of an advantage either way, really.
Yep. But if you found a good spot on the court, then sticking to it is a good idea. Yes.
Let's stick to it.
Now I see here that the player from Chinese Taipei is playing into the New Zealand players' warm-up there. I suppose they have to make sure their line up to that jack as well.
Exactly, and just they're checking their calibrations to that jack length. So that just saves a bit of time during the game.
Yep.
Yeah. As we tend to find, sometimes just after lunch for some reason, the balls tend to drop that little bit shorter. We've got to have too much lunch. Get a bit lazy.
Yes. Now, Yu-Hsiang Lin from Chinese Taipei lost to Dan Michel from Australia in round 2. And Max Wymer lost to Ajay Raj in round 2. So this is round 3, and these guys would both wanting to be doing pretty well in this, won't they?
Yeah. I mean, to lose against Dan is nothing.
Still number 1.
He's world number 1.
World number
so
1, yeah. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Tough draw.
Yep.
And on the home turf.
Yep. Well, it looks like we're ready to go. The referees are standing on the penalty box in the middle of the court. There's Blaney, our referee, and we're off.
He's just about to hand over the jack to Max to begin the game. We'll see Max will, what we call, break his plane to start, so he can't line up before his time has started.
Right, yeah. Now let's see if he goes to that same jack length and position that he was just warming up to. Yep, pretty much. Mm-hmm.
Certainly has. You can see here that Max is bringing his ramp up to line up. Some will bring it up. Some will line up with it down on the ground and look through their ramp.
They've got that Perspex panel in there.
Yeah, and have little lines on their ramp that they use to line up to. Oh, yeah, great first ball.
Pretty much a perfect ball there, isn't it? You're looking for a ball that's in front of the jack, preferably touching the jack and preferably obscuring the jack from your opponent. Might have done it just a little further to the left, looking at it from where we are, so that it would be directly in line with the player from Chinese Taipei. I think he can see a little bit of the jack.
I think he can probably see about half.
Yeah,
possibly.
So he could get a bit of a purchase on it. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can see he's got his ramp overhanging into Max's box, which is allowed to happen as long as it's not touching the ground.
Yeah, which is why they did the thing with the piece of paper in the beginning. Yeah.
You can actually see movement in the base of that ramp when the ball comes down, which gives another indication that's not touching the ground.
Yep. So he's cleared the blue ball from in front.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
He'd be looking to hold next, do you think?
I think so.
To do what the New Zealand player was trying to do, which is to completely block Max out of the jack now. And he's got a bit of a cushion there on the red ball, hasn't he? You could just roll up onto that.
Yeah, he does. He'd be probably trying to get into the middle of the jack, or a bit middle and bit to the left towards Max's side.
Okay, yep.
Trying to block a draw from Max onto it.
And I think that's pretty much what he's done.
Yeah. It's got a bit of separation, which can be a bit handy, because if the jack is actually touching the ball, it can spring back that bit if it's not
that's
a
good point, yeah. As a thrower, I've noticed too that sometimes it's easier to wedge the ball away from the jack if it's touching, whereas if there is a bit of a gap, you end up pushing it up on with your first ball, so you've got to use the second ball.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
Good situation to be in.
Sometimes it's not a bad
Red
thing.
to play now because the blue ball's closest. The red player takes the shot. You notice Max is using a release stick on his right arm, whereas Lin is using a mouth pointer.
You can see that Lin actually has quite a collection of different pointers there attached to his wheelchair that he will use during the game.
Yep.
So the different lengths and different positions on his ramp that he will release the ball from.
Is that a usual thing with BC3 players in your...
Most generally only have one, possibly two, because they're so extendable and bendable. Manufacturers are coming out with new ones all the time, so... That was actually a pretty good shot by Max. He's probably got a good look at the jack there now. Yep. It's a bit hard from our angle. I'd say he's nearly got the full jack.
Yeah. just mention here that the ramp operators, as you well know, Amanda, aren't allowed to communicate at all with the player. The player is allowed to communicate with the ramp operator, but it can't go the other way.
Yeah, no, there's no talking or indicating with your hands if you haven't heard your player with what direction they've given you. Yeah, there's no communication at all from the ramp operator, though. There are little ways around things. Always little way around things.
We won't tell anybody.
Well, I've retired now, so,
yeah, so
it's all good.
Yes. But, all of the tactics and the decisions all come from the player, not from the ramp operator.
Exactly.
Even if it's your mum.
Very tough job being a ramp operator at times. Very tough job. A lot of pressure goes onto the ramp operators. You've got 6 minutes to play 6 balls and just keep making sure all the equipment's in. Sometimes you
and there's a lot of
check.
equipment.
Yeah, and to fit it all in that box. So nothing is allowed to touch any of the lines of the box, including the ramp, the player, the ramp operator, or the ball holders.
So that's and chairs these days are fairly big too. So
Yeah. We actually used to have ones that had wheels on them. They used to hold the balls underneath.
Yep.
However, many stack was happening of those chairs. Yes, quite entertaining at times.
Now I wonder if the New Zealand player is setting up some balls that he can knock in rather than knocking the ball right up onto the jack, which would then hand the next shot on to Lin from Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, I can see Lin watching intently there. He'd be trying to work out what Max is going to play and potentially what he will do next to try and save a bit of time when it's his turn.
Yep.
Be thinking ahead.
You've always got to think ahead, haven't you?
Yeah, analyse.
In boccia. Yep.
Yeah, it's very much a thinking game, a lot of physics involved.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Great shot there by Max.
No.
The blue one to the side.
The blue one must be touching.
Yeah, we can't quite see it from our view, but...
But Blaney's got a good view of it. So that last ball might just need a little bit of a push-up.
Yeah. Here we go. We can see he's going to put his double extension on, so he's going for a bit of power.
Yep. Maybe push that red ball in front of the jack into the jack and push the jack back as well.
I think so.
Yep.
Trying to probably move the jack away from that blue a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like he's holding shot there.
Yeah.
I think the red looks a little closer, possibly. There we can see Lin has actually asked what the score is.
1 to red.
Yeah. So when they ask the score, that's actually given in their time. So their time keeps running why they ask question. Yeah.
Which stops you asking for the score too many times.
Yeah.
If you can make it out for yourself, then you do.
Exactly. Or sometimes the players will actually come out onto the court. They're allowed to come out during their time and have a look at the head and then go back into their box. But they must break the plane of their ramp, which is moving it in 20 centimetres in both directions. So they can't pre-align.
Yeah, they couldn't come out and somehow or other organise for their ramp to be aimed while they're out here.
No, many have tried and have checked the line up while they're out there and gone back, but no, referees, no.
We're finding out all the secrets here.
They're onto that.
Now this is a power shot here too from Lin. What's going on?
Oh, his ramp assistant there has left the ball holder on the ramp. That's why that ball has jumped down. That's why I said the pressures of being a ramp operator.
Yep.
We're just saying.
I was just going to say, is that something that happens very often?
I saw it happen here yesterday as well.
Oh dear.
So it has been known to happen. Just with your time, sometimes you don't check or you haven't pulled it off. That's why I used to make it routine, habit. I had set routines that I did.
Yep.
Yeah, to make sure that didn't happen. we can see here they're both playing with Korean ramps.
Yeah. There are some Greek ramps on the market, I think, too, aren't there?
Yes, there are. I can see one on one of the other courts over here, on court 3 at the moment. And the Australians actually have Australian-made ramps.
Do they?
Yes, they do. That they're playing with, Dan, Michelle and Jamison Leeson.
Right. Ah, I didn't realise we had people making ramps in Australia.
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
I think he's retired, Matt.
Oh, right.
Does a few running repairs here and there, but...
I often think that in this classification of boccia, the BC3s, the constant updating of your ramp and your balls is something that 2 to blue now, but no, 2 to red. No, 2
to blue.
Yeah, we're into that. Yeah, keeping up with replacing your ramp when a new and better ramp comes on the market, and replacing your balls when better balls are available. It's like an arms race almost, isn't it?
Oh, it is. There's so many different companies now manufacturing the balls, and because they're leather balls, some are actually suede and some are just the shiny leather, so which can make a little difference.
So some BC3s use the suede balls?
Yeah, I've seen some just try different things.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever you can do to gain that little bit of extra edge.
Yeah, Spencer, the previous teammate, he tried the suede ones out for a little while from Japan.
So what's happened here is because red has played all their balls, now the blue player from Chinese Taipei can try and score some extra points.
Yeah, he's got a minute to go.
Plenty of time for one ball.
Yeah.
He can really take his time and make sure everything's set up properly.
Yeah, so we'll hear the referee will let the players know when they've got a minute to go, 30 seconds to go and 10 seconds to go. So the players have an idea when their time is running down.
They can see the clock at the end of the court, but sometimes you just forget to look at that, don't you?
Yeah.
So that's looking pretty good for the blue player there.
Yeah, it looks like he's picked up 4 shots.
Yeah.
And that will be end finished. They've all played their 6 balls.
Four points to Lin from Chinese Taipei at the end of the first of the 4 ends. And that's quite a handy lead to have.
Yeah, it's not a bad end considering he had 1 ball with his ball holder still on his ramp.
Yes, I think we call it a carbon-based life form error.
Yeah, I don't think he'll let his ramp assistant get away with that one again.
There'll be stern
but
words.
Not in this game anyway.
After the game.
Yeah.
A little bit replay there, you can see that last ball coming in.
Yeah, it's a perfect shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, 2-minute period here now where the ball's returned, everybody sets up for the next end. The coaches get a chance to talk to their charges and make some suggestions or just reassure people that they're doing well.
So you can see where Lin just now has just moved his ball holder down his ramp already.
Yep.
So that'll be in the position already where he's going to release his ball from.
Right.
And so he will break his plane and then
but otherwise,
lock it in, and
the ramp
then
is set up.
The jack will be just placed on that position.
Which saves him time. It's not doing that in his own time.
No.
It's in this, what they call dead time in between ends. Yep.
Exactly. Any time that you can
breaking the plane there, you can see.
Any time you can save a few seconds gives that your player time to think and consider what shot they're going to play. Or even extra time just to line up, perfect that lineup.
Yeah. So here comes the jack for the second end.
And he just made it over the V there.
Yeah, he was obviously very confident that he was going to make it. That V line you can see there behind the jack is its only purpose in the game is that the jack has to go over that line. And he's made it over by a matter of centimetres there.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if the balls don't make it over that line. It's just the jack that has to go over
that's
that
right,
line.
yeah.
see how he goes with this first shot here.
Again, a bit of a change in the game generally, in that not too long ago it was considered the done thing to play as long as you could. Now we seem to be playing as short as you can.
Oh, great first ball
Isn't
there.
it beautiful? Yep. As you can see there, you can see the end of the New Zealanders' ramp, and directly in front of it is a blue ball, and directly behind the blue ball is the jack. So the job now for Max Wymer from New Zealand is to dislodge that blue ball. So he'd be going for one of his very hard balls, wouldn't he?
Exactly.
You think, Amanda?
Exactly.
Yep.
So the Australians, as when we're playing, we used to divide the balls into A, B and C. Mm-hmm. So we would say that that blue ball is on A, B of the jack, which is where you want your first ball to be.
Yep.
From the blue box.
Right.
Yep. And if you're in the red, playing in the red box, you want it on B, C of the jack.
Right.
Yeah, it just makes it easier and makes it quicker
when
for
you
the players.
Yeah.
And same with putting the ramp in the box. I'll say move it to A, which is the far left side.
Oh, like putting it into quadrants.
A, B, C, yeah.
Yeah.
It just saves time and makes it a bit quicker.
These are all good things for players that might be watching and listening to move into their game, Amanda.
Yeah.
You're giving us all some good information. Ball went out, goes into the dead ball box. Blue is obviously closer to the jack still, so red get to play, and that's Max Wymer from New Zealand.
Yeah, I don't think Max can see much of that jacket, if any at all. So
No.
I think he's got to try and hit that blue away a bit, create a bit of separation.
That's just perfectly placed, isn't it?
It's
And that would be a soft ball, I imagine, too.
yeah, what we call a sticky ball.
Yep.
So they're extra soft balls that are hard to move.
To get that sort of effect we saw there, where both the blue ball and the white ball move together, if they do move.
It's like there could be a bit more of a gap now, at least between the blue and the
I
jack.
think there might be, yes.
Which
just a tiny gap.
Might give Max a bit more of a chance to move that blue ball away. And you can also get the jacks of different hardnesses too. Depending, you can get a soft jack or a soft medium jack or a super soft jack.
So the softer it is, the harder it would be to knock a ball away that's touching it.
Yeah, and also the harder it is to move that jack. It won't move as far.
Right. Well, that's the thing too. You don't have to play the jack where it lies, do you? You can always move the jack if it's inconvenient to you, if you can get to it.
Exactly.
If it's not blocked, as it is here.
Exactly. Most players choose to play with a victory jack. Just occasionally, there's a few different ones out there.
Right, but they were the best jacks.
Yeah, I know Jamison plays with a different brand of jack. So,
right. Yeah.
Yep, there again, personal preference on the ball set. So
that's right, and it's good that you do have a choice.
Yes.
Not just one manufacturer.
Exactly. Here we go. He's just going for the little thing. I think he might be having might be choosing to block up a little bit here.
Yes.
I think.
Would that mean he'd be willing to give the player from Chinese Taipei that 1 point, the blue ball?
I think so.
And then just stop him getting any more points?
Yeah, I think Max may have played his 2 hard balls potentially.
Right, yeah. That's important too when you go into the call room and you decide what your ball set is going to be for that match too, is how many hard balls, medium, soft you bring in.
Yeah, we kind of had this conversation yesterday. We were talking about different ball sets and how most people will have two super softs, 2 medium balls and 2 hard balls. Some of the Europeans tend to have play with 3 stickies and 3 hards, 3 rocks. Only a few of them, but not all of them. But you have the option in each of your games to change your ball set before you go in, depending on who your opposition are. So some players will direct it around who they are playing.
So most players would have more than one set of balls. Is that what you're saying?
Most players probably have about 6 different sets of balls. especially with these BC3s.
Yep.
So I said you can see little markings on the balls. They've got little tiny arrows.
I noticed that. Yeah. What's the story there?
Yeah, so because the balls are not solid and perfectly round, they don't roll straight. So to try and find where the ball rolls the straightest over different lengths, the players will keep running them down their ramps, and then they will mark on the ball the way it will run the straightest, and then they will line that up with a little marking on their ramp.
Right.
So it makes it easier for the ramp operator.
So yet another job for the ramp operator to do.
It can be a very frustrating job. That can take days, and sometimes the balls turn up and you can't find it. So you actually throw away that ball. That's why you have so many sets. And then after a while you can have a good ball, and then just after a while it just won't run straight.
It just goes bad.
Yep, it just goes bad.
Well, those players listening who are throwers like me and don't have those problems are feeling pretty good about themselves.
So lucky. So lucky.
So all the red balls have been played from the New Zealand player. So again, that end phase of play now where the player from Chinese Taipei will want to try and maximise his score, but as we can see there are probably 3 balls there that are going to have to be moved before he can do anything. He's moved the jack back there. That might give him more room.
Yeah, he's done what we call a jack clip. If you can see a little bit of the jack, move it back behind and create a bigger scoring circle.
Yep.
Opens it up a bit.
Because he's got how many balls left?
4.
4.
4,
yep.
I think.
Yep. So and he'd be holding 1 there now, so he can come away from this with 5.
Exactly, yeah. I said actually a good practice drill, and something Dan and Jamison have done at training in the past, is to play all of one colour onto the jack as close as they can, and then use their other colour, to knock away and see how many shots they can pick up.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So it's good in a case like this, where you've got to try and see how many shots you can get with the remaining balls.
And you've been to that scenario in training. Yep. Some placement going on here. Choice of which device they're going to use as a pointer. The mouth pointer. Adjusted to the right length. Blue ball goes in the ball holder. And wait for the release to see what happens.
Not bad. He can knock that one through that gap there, I think.
Yep.
So that's a good shot.
A little bit of a readjustment of the base of the ramp there now.
You can see some of the ramp operators actually move the ramp at a different position on the ramp. We can see he's moving it by the base.
Yep.
Some will move it by the front, where the wood is. It's just all whichever way is quickest for them, I think. You just try and move that smidgens of millimetres.
Yeah.
Can just affect that line up so much.
In a game we were watching yesterday, the ramp operator was just tapping on the side of the ramp. It must have been just a matter of millimetres.
Yeah.
Yep, he's knocked that through, which is exactly what you call.
Yeah, sort of a millimetre difference in moving that ramp can be centimetres out in the court.
Yep. That's the geometry of it, isn't it? Physics and geometry.
Have to be highly intelligent playing boccia.
Yep. The transfer of energy is an important thing in physics.
Exactly.
Bit of discussion going on.
Seems nice and relaxed, Lynn.
Yeah.
Nice and calm.
Very calm.
can just see his ramp operator just supporting the ramp there to make sure there's no movement.
Yep. And that's quite legal?
Yes, yeah, it's actually quite handy, I think. It just stops any sideways movement.
These ramps are very heavy in the base, aren't they, for stability?
Yeah, you can see where the gold part is. That's quite solid and quite heavy to actually move. The ramps weigh about 22 to 28 kilos.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're not as light as what you would think. And they become quite unsteady with the double extension on.
They would,
up the top. So, it'll be close.
Yeah.
From our angle, it looks like that could be in.
Referee Blaney having a good look at it there.
Rose, one of our homegrown referees. Good to see.
Yep, from down in Tasmania.
Should be used to this cold weather.
Yes. It has been very chilly in Canberra. Canberra in November, bearing in mind that in Australia November is the last month of spring, and usually by now it's quite hot. And up north where we both live, there have been some quite warm days. But we came down to Canberra a few days ago now, and it was icy cold.
I think we've gone from 35 degrees down to 12.
Yes, that's right. But we're not complaining. There's
Only in
lots
Australia.
Only in Australia, yeah. There's good boccia to watch. And
how special for these other countries to come over and enjoy our beautiful country. It's the first time we've had one in, how long has it been?
2013 was the last one, so that's 12 years.
What a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Especially Max, who's just coming from across the ditch in New Zealand there.
Yes, yep. There used to be a phrase in most sports in Australia, I don't know whether there still is, as long as we beat New Zealand. Very, very competitive against each other, but very friendly as well.
I think all the Boccia family is very friendly.
Yeah, that's a great thing, isn't it?
Yeah. On and off the court.
So the referee's measured here.
She's doing well to dodge those balls then.
She's very agile.
Yeah. So we've got both players out. The ramp operators have got their backs to the measure, but you can actually turn around and watch. Because
nothing you do is going to make any
influence.
Difference.
Yeah, so you can actually turn around and watch, which is not bad for the ramp operator to do, really.
Yeah, you could
to
at least
see what they're
the
playing.
The pattern there.
Yeah, how their players have gone. I think sometimes we're a bit scared too in case you give a penalty away, but it's in the rule books, you can turn around.
Yeah, but why take the risk?
Yeah.
Referee Blaney making sure everybody goes back, giving the score. Let's have a look and see what it is.
4 to blue.
4 to blue. Yep. Well done.
So that makes the score 8-0 to Taipei.
8-0 to Taipei, exactly. And we're halfway through the end of end 2. 4 ends in the game.
So the New Zealand coach is
We're just
coming
going
out
to
talk to his player.
Have a look at that last ball there. Just rolling beautifully onto the jack.
Just move that jack back just enough to bring those other ones into count.
Yep. You can see there, the ball's behind it. And once again, the coach is having a bit of a chat. There we go with that ball again.
We should also possibly mention that, so the ramp operators, they can actually also, like in soccer, get a card if they do the wrong thing.
Oh, right, so you can be red carded.
Yellow card.
Well, hopefully just yellow.
Yeah, once I have been yellow carded.
But of course, if you're yellow carded, then your player can't do anything. If you're sent off the court.
Oh, it's just for little things, infringements like stepping out before the referee has said, and finish, come collect your balls.
Right.
Yeah. The
ball we're looking at here just coming in bouncing off the 3 balls around the jack and not sitting in there, but still a scoring ball. As long as it's closer than those red balls around it, it's still a scoring ball. We talk about the scoring circle, and that ball was definitely in the scoring circle.
It's a bit interesting here to see Max is down 8-0, whether he's going to play his same jack length or whether he should possibly choose to go long.
Yep.
Usually if you're chasing points, you would choose to go long, just because there's more room for error for the opposition.
Yeah, I was going to say that I know he's gone to his original one. Yeah, but that is true. I always think it's probably the last resort.
Yeah,
If you can't score points in close, go long.
Exactly.
And just maybe your opposition isn't going to be as good long as you are.
Yeah, it just gives, especially with bad flooring, a lot of more room for error with the balls.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think just being with the shorter end, there's possibly less chance of picking up multiple larger number of shots.
Yep. Okay, Blaney having a bit of a word there with the New Zealand team. Do you call it a team?
Yeah, where the ball has been removed from the court here. It looks like there's going to be a infringement penalty. I'm not quite sure what for.
Wonder what went wrong there. Wonder if we could have a replay of the jack of the red ball coming out.
No. It could be possible options. It could have been the ball could have rolled out without the player actually touching the ball.
Because the player has to be the last person to touch it.
They have to touch the ball. They can't knock the side of the ramp to release the ball.
Yep.
Or if the ramp operator is touching the player as they release the ball.
Right, I didn't realise
You can't do that either.
Right.
It can be just touching their arm, their foot, anything like that.
My goodness, there are so many rules.
So many little finicky rules.
Yeah.
That you never know. You learn something each game.
So we'll see what happens now.
Or if the ramp operator has talked or communicated with their person, their player.
So the first shot doesn't actually go to the next player now. The red player, having had that ball retracted, still gets to play onto the jack.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
So Max Wymer from New Zealand, still having a chance to hold that jack ball there.
Yeah.
Which he's done pretty well.
Yeah, he's done well. I'm staying thinking. Oh, we have a question by Blue. Trying to hear what's going on.
Maybe Chinese Taipei clock might have been running when that retraction was made.
Possibly. I think they may have. Each player starts with 6 minutes and theirs is down to 5 minutes and 10, which, that much time has not been running. I'm thinking that she may have run the blue timer down instead of the red when the second ball was possibly played.
Right.
Potentially. But it's correctable, so it's not the end of the world.
We've gone back to 6 minutes.
It happens,
For
in
the
game.
player now,
Yeah.
Okay, Chinese Taipei now in to see if he can either knock the red ball away or maybe sit a shot on the side of the jack. But he'd really want to get rid of that red ball, I think.
Yeah, I think there's enough room there between it and the jack to push it through there, and he may even be able to get a bit fancy and maybe knock that ball away and sit where that ball's sitting.
That'd be nice,
wouldn't it? See if he plays the medium. See what sort of ball he's playing with. Yeah,
knock
there we
away
go.
and hold.
Yeah.
Jack's still open there though for Max Wymer from New Zealand.
Yeah.
When we say open, we mean you can still get your Jack touching and in front.
Yeah, and he's got to try and catch up some points here, so he could potentially try and move that Jack back towards his other red one as well.
Yep.
Sit in front and move it back as well.
Yeah, because he's down 8-0 with the rest of this end and one more end to go.
Yeah.
And the next end will be Chinese Taipe's player turn to set the Jack, so could there be a bit of an advantage to him in the last end?
Yeah.
So you've got to weigh all those things up, haven't you?
Yeah, especially since Max lost his first ball.
Yep. So he's
had
down
it
a ball.
So.
Yep. And we don't know yet whether there'll be a penalty.
No.
We'll have to wait till the end. So he's rolled up onto that.
Go.
Yep.
He's got into what we call the wing.
Yep. So wing. Like bird wing. That kind of wing.
Yeah, kind of. So it's between the Jack and the side ball, and usually can't get pushed through.
Yep.
It'll be wedged there.
So what are the options here for Lin from Chinese Taipei?
Well, the Jack is still open, so he could
you
get
could knock it back
a draw
onto the
straight onto it.
Yeah.
Or he could just try and push it back towards his blue.
Yep.
Let's see. He's got his ramp well and truly across Max's box there.
Yeah.
Not quite being impeded by the stool, the ramp operator there, but very close. And you can see he's gone sideways in his box. This is going to be a fancy release.
So you don't have to be facing the court.
No.
You can be. I've noticed Dan particularly doing some fancy backwards releases.
Backwards releases. Bit awkward for the ramp operator, but it's trying to fit in and put the ball on. There we go. Knock that away.
Yep.
So he's cleared the Jack out.
Got to wait for the ball to finish rolling before.
There we go.
Yep.
Oh,
Cool.
and one last roll.
Now this shot will be fairly vital one for him, wouldn't it? He really has to get a good hold on that Jack.
Yeah, I think he's still, by the look of it, got a sticky ball to play.
Ramp operator just making sure it's not touching the ground. It can be hovering over the ground in his opponent's box. Going for the longer pointer.
Like we said, it's quite a high pressure job there, being a ramp operator. Trying to fit yourself in and work around the ramp.
So it's the long pointer to release from very low on the ramp.
Yeah, you'll notice that some of the players can actually lean forward in their chairs and others can't. So for the ones that can't, to have a long pointer, we said some hold them in their mouths. Some have head pointers, like Dan has just started using, but some can hold them in their hands. Just depends on ability. Yeah.
So that ball there, just a few centimetres in front of the Jack. There could be a line there where the New Zealand player could push the Jack back towards those red balls, do you think?
Yeah, he could. Certainly could. Lin was just unlucky with his draw. There's just been that little bit short. His line was perfect by the look of it. Just that little bit short. Like I said, that lunch break seems to make those balls drop a bit shorter.
After lunch you've got to play your balls a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Now releasing his ball. I wonder what he was trying to do there.
Yeah, he may have been trying to move the Jack back that bit. I think just a little bit too much pace, really.
Yep. He'd know whether the Jack was super soft or soft.
He could also be just a little bit nervous after losing that first ball.
Yeah, it plays a big part in it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you've got to think so clearly, and yet your mind's saying, don't do this, don't do this. You did that before, don't try it. You know? Or at least mine does when I'm playing.
Yeah, it's one of those sports where you've got to contain your nerves, isn't it?
Yeah.
So here it looks like he's releasing from down low.
Yes. And I wonder if he can reach down there with that flexible arm pointer that he's got.
Yeah, I'd say she's just about to
right,
extend it.
Extendable.
Yes, telescopic.
Yep.
I think they're also from Greece.
Yep.
Those pointers in particular.
He would have liked that to have stuck on the front, I think, but it just hit and bounced just a little bit. It's not having a real good run there with the balls, but he's holding at the moment.
Could be handy, those two red balls behind the jack.
Yep.
Could be in good catching positions.
You can see there those two balls to the right of the jack. If the jack could be moved back sort of in between those two, and the ball you roll it back with would stay in there, then you've got three balls scoring.
That's a good shot of the arrow on the jack there that we can see as
I
well.
can see that.
It's just showing you which way it's going to roll straight.
Yep, I can see that arrow there, yeah.
So this
Well pointed out.
These drains tend to name their balls, so you can see it with these guys. Oh, great shot there.
Pushed up onto the jack.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot.
You can see the numbers that the players are wearing and their ramp operators have on their backs.
Mm-hmm.
That indicates their ranking here at the competition.
Right.
So Lynn from Type A is number 6 and Max is number 8. So
the 2 indicates male.
Yes, male, and 3 is the category, which is BC3. And then the final number is their ranking out of the players that are here in their category.
Sort of a seeding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Max Wymer going for big power here.
Oh, there we go.
So yeah, he's pushed that
Great
back,
shot.
as we said. So now it's hopefully 2 for him.
Yeah, for a last ball, that was pretty solid effort.
Yeah, I like that.
He didn't have a whole lot to work with, so that was a really good shot by Max. Yeah, he's currently holding. We've got 2 blue balls to come. What would you be playing here, Phil?
Ooh, good question.
Let's put you in a rampy position.
I'd be thinking to come down between the blue and the red ball onto the jack and maybe try and move it back just a little way to give me room for the next ball. Oh no, that was a good idea too. Yeah, to push that ball up onto the jack, using a very hard ball there by looking at the way that it rolled on.
Yeah, what we call a rock.
A rock, yeah. When I've been coaching, I've been in the way of a few of those and only just saved my wheelchair from being damaged.
For those of you at home, those solid rocks are like what you would compare like a cricket ball.
Very much like a cricket ball.
Like a cricket ball, possibly even heavier than a cricket ball though.
And yet the balls all weigh the same and they're all exactly the same size.
Yeah.
But you can get really, really soft ones and really, really hard ones.
Yeah.
Beautiful roll up there into the head now.
Yeah, great shot. That's the end of the end.
Yep. End finished.
Yeah.
2 to blue.
Yeah, not a bad end for Max, even though he didn't end up holding the shot, given he had his first ball taken away. We're about to find out whether there's a penalty here, which by the look of it there is.
There's that shot of the blue ball coming into the head there. I just love it when they roll in like that.
Yep, so we can see the referee here is moving the red balls from the court. And so what's going to happen is Lynn from Taipei is going to be given a penalty shot. She's going to take all his balls over to him, and he will select which one he's going to play with, and he gets the opportunity to draw it into the box in the middle of the court and pick up an extra shot.
That square in the middle of the box with a cross in it, if he can play a ball into that square, then he gets an extra point. Is that right? Yep.
Yes, and he gets to pick which of his balls from his ball set he's going to use.
Yep.
We actually had a bit of a dare, online dare for Dan. Should he get another one to try and draw it with a rock?
Oh, that would be interesting.
Pretty well impossible, but we were putting a dare out there.
Yep.
Normally they will use one of their softer balls.
Yeah, and you would have done this in training.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll use a medium, whichever is their most reliable for going straight and that they know he's going to go that far.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Their most consistent ball is what terminology we'll use.
So Lynn's chosen the ball.
Yeah.
Make sure the timekeeper's set up 1 minute on the clock. He's got 1 minute to make the shot.
1 minute.
So they have to yet again break their plane, so they can't pre-align to the box during the dead time. You can see that he's got his ramp holder in place. They have calibrations that they spend hours doing at training.
Yes.
And on the warm-up courts here, to have an idea of how far it's going to go over certain
You might be able to
positions
see
on the ramp.
Lynn's calibration sheet on his knee there at the moment. He'd have numbers on that would tell him how high on the ramp to place each of his balls in order to get to any spot on the court.
Yeah, so the cross is 5 metres from their box.
Yep. So he'd look up 5 metres for whatever number ball he's using. Or he's just rolled through it.
Overshot it that little much. He may have added a bit more from where the balls, if they were dropping shorter before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move on now to the next end.
Yeah, they'll say end finished and they'll come and get their balls and we'll move on to the
To
last
the
end.
blue, yep. So 10-0, pretty unassailable lead.
Yeah.
When you realise you've only got 6 balls.
Yep. Get 4 penalties, you never know.
That's right. So it's not
There's
all
always
over.
hope. Always hope.
Not all over, yeah. Max Wymer from New Zealand still has a chance. We would like to think, anyway.
Yeah.
But Yu-Hsiang Lin from Chinese Taipei pretty much has this game sewn up.
Be a nice little hit out leading into the semis tomorrow.
Yes. Getting close to the pointy end of the competition.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
A couple of other games going on the other courts here. One of our Australian players on court 3 playing somebody from Spain, and I think somebody from Singapore playing somebody from India on the court next to us.
Yeah, it's interesting to see they've gone a bit longer on both the courts.
They have,
So
yes.
it's interesting to see.
Yeah.
That's what we might see a bit different.
Particularly over on court 3, that's what, about 7 metres?
Yeah, it's quite interesting because I think Musti was playing about 9 yesterday. So
Yeah.
battle of the long ends over on that court by the look of it.
The jack coming out there and again just trickling over the V line to make it illegal. a legal jack.
I think perfect. Pretty well identical to his first one.
It is,
So
yeah.
consistency.
Yeah. And that's worked for him in the past, so
Yeah.
if it ain't broke, why change it?
Exactly. And good practice if he's potentially making semis tomorrow. Yep. I'm not quite sure what the leaderboard is like. But yeah, good practice.
Yep. From way down on the ramp there. Yeah, maybe just rolled a little bit too far to give the New Zealand player a little bit of a look at the jack there.
Yeah, it looks like it's a bit more on what I would say A of the jack.
Mm-hmm.
So he can, more chance to move that blue ball away or get a good clip on that jack. Yeah.
And he's also moved his ramp over to the far left-hand side of the box as we see it, to give him the maximum angle on that. Something that a lot of players don't think to do, but that's good to see.
Yeah, sometimes they'll move it forward or backwards in the box as well, can open up more of an angle. Yeah.
I'm a very big advocate of using all of the space in your box.
Yep.
A lot of players just roll up to the front, middle, and play from there. But sometimes it looks entirely different if you go to the back right-hand corner and you can see a jack that you couldn't see before.
Exactly, as long as you can fit in that box and release your ball without touching any of the lines, go for it. Looks like he's going from the top of his ramp here.
Yep, his ramp operator's extended his pointer. Oh. Obviously going for a knockaway there. Didn't quite connect. The jack and the blue ball still intact there, just over the V-line.
And you can see when the players actually release the ball, it's just a gentle touch. It's not a big push.
Yep.
It's just a gentle touch, just to knock the momentum so the ball will just tip and roll down the ramp.
If you pushed it, it would go further than you intend it to do? Or?
Yes, and sometimes if you don't touch it in the middle, it can actually spin the ball or push it to one side. So.
And you wouldn't want that?
No, you don't. It means the ball won't roll straight once it comes off the ramp. Won't go the direction that you had aimed for.
Yep. So here comes Max Wymer from New Zealand again. A little lower down on the ramp this time.
Yeah, that little delicate touch and opened it up nicely.
Yep. He'd like to come out of this game having won one end, I think, probably, wouldn't he? Yep.
Especially against your opposition's jack. The aim would be to win your own jack. So, if you can win your opposition's jack, that's even better.
Yeah, a bit more kudos. Yep. Explaining to his ramp operator what he'd like to happen.
Yeah, and it's very confusing as a ramp operator. So when your player says left or right, you actually have to move it the opposite way. There, if they say left, it's actually your right because you have your back to the game. So, I used to get yelled at quite a bit, going other right, right.
I can't believe that Jameson would have yelled at you. She's such a sweet person. Oh, that's a shame. Just not enough power on that one.
Yeah, it's in perfect position to be knocked up and onto the jack though.
Yeah, he can do that. But it just takes one more ball.
Yeah, it is. Ball conservation, as I call it. Save your balls.
Yep. Alright, the ball holder goes into the ramp.
Yep. You can see that they have more than one ball holder, so they'll have one for lower down on the ramp, and then you have one you can see up the top of their slide for different positions on their ramp.
I think he probably misjudged that one too.
Yeah, that after lunch special.
Yes. Who knew that balls had lunch? So this will be a push-up, we think here. Yep.
Oh, just that little bit too hard.
Yep. So the blue ball still closer. And the red player still playing.
I think he's going to have to try and hit that blue ball out. I think that short red ball may be in his line.
Yes, he's kind of blocked himself there a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah. Looks like he may be trying to play onto that red. I'm not too sure. However, I think that jack may still remain touching the blue as well. So. Unlucky there, Max.
Yeah, that's his last ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
Could be just that little lack of experience showing. I think Max is fairly new.
I think so,
He's been around a lot, so I think this could be his first international competition.
Could be, yep.
Yeah. And sometimes it's a learning curve. I always said you've got to play the best to be the best, so...
Yep. I couldn't find a ranking for Max when I was looking through the rankings, so this could be, in fact, be his first international game. Yeah.
I was explaining yesterday that Dan's been playing since he's about 14, so I think if you give these other players the same amount of time, they could be up just as good.
Yep. Lin from Chinese Taipei is ranked 81.
Right. He's going from really low on his ramp here, so it's just a nice little draw by the look of it. Delicate little draw. Yeah. Nice.
Nicely done.
Nice shot. So he'd be just trying to draw up the side there and leave the front. Give himself room with his other balls, especially his harder balls he's got to draw with yet.
Given that he's already won, is there any advantage in playing these balls?
Could be if he's trying to get through on for and against into semis.
If that comes into play.
Yes.
Right.
You need all the shots.
In replay, we just see that ball come in. Just kiss the white ball and stop. That's lovely.
Yeah. Creates a little landing pad for those harder balls.
Yeah. Coming in again. Yeah, it's just building that cluster of balls around the jack there.
Yeah, making that scoring circle a little bit easier, a little bit bigger. 3 beautifully weighted shots there. Yeah, these Challenger events, they're a great stepping stone for new players coming through the systems.
Yep.
To come and have a chance against international competition.
And rack up the points they need to move through.
Yeah, exactly.
And good that we could hold one here in Australia for easier to get to for people from our region.
Yeah. The Asia Pacific region. We haven't had too many events in recent times, so it's good to have some nice and close.
Yeah.
So it's great for family and friends to be able to come and watch as well.
Oh, isn't it?
Yeah.
And as we were saying, I think this morning when we met up for breakfast, you were saying that Jameson finds it a lot easier to play here because she hasn't flown 2/3 of the way across the world to get to the competition.
Exactly, we haven't lost our wheelchairs.
That's right, that did happen, didn't it?
Happened at
Wheelchairs went to America or something.
They got stuck in Chile, didn't get put on the connecting flight, going to World Championships of all places.
Yeah. And you were playing in airline chairs or something.
Oh, we had 2-3 days without the wheelchairs. Air tags are a brilliant thing. Great draw there with these.
Just rolling them in.
Yeah. Had to put those soft balls down. He did a great job putting those soft balls down to catch these hard balls.
Like cushions, you just roll the hard balls into them.
This one's going to be interesting, I think.
That's very low in the ramp, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just roll. Oh, it's going to roll away. No, it's hung around.
No, it stayed in the head.
Yeah, great
That's lovely.
shot. Potentially got 6 here. No. Yeah.
Yep. Referee had to use 2 hands, so it's more than 5.
Looks like 6. Yeah, 6.
6.
Oh.
6 balls to 6 to the blue player.
Yep, great win there.
From Lin from Chinese Taipei, congratulations. Let's just have a look at that last ball coming in again. That was such a gentle shot coming down the ramp.
Yeah, rolling his rock down there.
Yep.
And yes,
Just
straight off the front.
thinking it may have rolled out, but yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful control.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well played.
Well played also, though, to Max Wymer from New Zealand. He played some beautiful boccia.
Yeah.
And we're sure to see more of him.
Oh, definitely.
Particularly as he lives next door.
Yeah.
We'll see him in regional competitions. Got a big future in boccia.
Exactly. Can be a little bit tough under these conditions, but especially being on the live stream court, nerves can get to you.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so I think that winds this game up. It's been nice having you along, Amanda. You gave us lots of great information, behind the scenes thoughts and tricks from. I was going to say an old hat, but
yeah, old
but from someone who's been there before.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Phil. It's been a pleasure.
Leeson, thank you. It's a pleasure too. Coming up next is a game at 20 to 5. That's about 20 minutes time. 20 to 5 Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time. And that'll be a BC4 match. BC4 match is always exciting. BC4 male match. And be sure to come back for that one. I'm Phil Bates. I'll look forward to meeting you again when we join for another game here at the 2025 Canberra World Boccia Challenger. Bye for now.